how he will do it and how he can do it if he chooses to. God is God. That's what. But the thing is, if we want to make sense, because God is wise and sensible, he's talking to some people that he believes that we have a sense to understand things. So he's not looking down on us, and if we don't have sense to think, he won't even have to speak to us. I mean, if you want to speak to a goat or an animal or a sheep, you can imagine how you feel stupid. Even a dog, the things you have to go through sometimes to train them to sort of to be able to respond to you as you want them to. But we have to be different from that. If we see that God thinks that we are wise and sensible, that he has given us that wisdom, then we believe that God talks to us in a sense that he knows we understand. He knows we will understand, and he also knows that we are. He can talk to us for us to understand, because he created us. He will communicate to us to the level that we have to understand, But in every way, if we don't move along the line that we understand him and he understands us, then we are really curving on really very treacherous grounds or very terrible grounds. No matter how the world has become created, we can never move forward and achieve the peaceful means that we want to. So I will look at it in the right way, and I will suggest you also look at it. And I tell you, these are the roots of the problem. These are the roots of the problem. This is where the counseling soaked into us. Even if not you, the leaders of which we have, who have got the time, the time and the sort of got the respect of discernment to truth, or the idea of interest in giving these things a thought, and they happen to be leaders. So what can we do? They have enforced this into this situation, or they have to put these laws, these true things like laws, to sort of fit into our lives. And you can know a child is a child. I was a child too. I brought up to this level. It's not an easy struggling within me, spiritual struggle and physical struggle, to sort of come to this moment. Sometimes you are thinking and your mind is lost, because there's something inside you that prevents you to do or to sort of move or know the truth or to understand certain things. Believe it or not, there is preventive things that stands in a way of seeing the right things. You probably read it and test, and you oversight. You don't sort of see it right. These are all possibilities of something spiritually there preventing you from seeing things that you know you're supposed to see. Apart from the physical preventions, there's also spiritual preventions. And it is a struggle, a daily struggle. Either prayers, either confidence, either continuous repetition of searching or looking. And it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of you, but it is worth it. It is worth everything, because that is what sets you free. Because that is the very thing that is preventing you, is the very thing that has produced these things. The greater chances, that probability that it is that has produced these things to cause you the confusion, and also make you stay in the state where you always get sick, you always get all those problems, because the same thing inside you is not giving you life. You can see your life. Human beings die every day. A man's life end up in 100 years or whatever, as far as you can go. And what killed you, you can't have answers. All you know is you are sick. Tomorrow you are sick. From the same world that you live, the things that were made for you, your own habitat, you die of this very thing, or the air you breathe. Where did we get all that? We also know that we have a perfect place that we live, yet we are dying. We have sometimes some death, you don't even have answers to it. Sometimes there is no good reason to that death. And at the end of the day, we're looking elsewhere, we're blaming each other, we're looking at, and something is within you. Have you felt it? Maybe you haven't. But look at the counseling that you are getting. Then it will jiggle you. And then the spirit inside you will be awake. He says, oh, this guy is discovering the answers. Then I tell you that it is working inside you and outside you to crack you down. So you need to deliver yourself, not me or anybody. You discovering and delivering yourself is the achievement. But I cannot achieve it alone if you are still what you are and what I am. Even if I am better off, what you are alone can still infect me. If malaria is all over the world, or let's say AIDS is all over the world, today we are at risk of AIDS. As long as AIDS still exists and we haven't got a cure, or everybody hasn't been cured, no matter what you try to prevent, one day maybe you will be a victim of it. Who knows? The day that you are not able to control yourself, but you will stay in a state of emergency as far as AIDS is concerned. But if we have been able to cure it all, you have no chance of getting it, because it's all cured. Why? Because I don't have it. That person that you're looking up there who got it, I don't have it anymore. And that is the assurance that you are free, that you are truly okay. So even if you don't have it and somebody have it, you are at risk. So it does matter that even if I am free and peaceful inside me, and the next person or the neighbor is not free and he still have misunderstanding and struggling of this very counseling, has not discovered, then it's a problem. It's my responsibility to demonstrate to them, just as it is the responsibility of a Christian to sort of convert somebody because he feels that this is true, and then he's converting. They're going out there, they're preaching, they churn. Muslim going out there, reaching out to people, to convert them. They have not come to that. It's the same thing. I have to put it out to the guys. Your work and whatever you guys are doing is relevant. It's not very relevant to the whole issues of our life, of a human life, as far as life is concerned. Let's look at it. I'll point it out to you. So this approach tells you that, can't you people see that the things you're doing causing violence is causing the problems that you're facing every day? And as long as you people are in that sick state, or you are in that religious state, or you are in that cultural state, I am also I'm in a state of vulnerability, or I'm not secured, I am not safe, I am in a situation where I'm at high risk because of you. So just as you have that same approach, I'm also having the same approach. Let's just evaluate it, listen to it, value it up, and see what sense you can make out of it. And if we move on to, let's say, what the scripture is saying in, let's say, the practice of women. If a woman in the book of in a good book of the Quran, it's not just about the marriage. Quran is not just like marriage is not just like just looked to go at ease. Like the Bible also have the same approach. If you are a woman and you adulterate, it is clear written in the Quran how you should be treated or how you should be seen. But don't forget, the Quran also allows to marry up to four. Even that marriage is like is a reason that is given to you due to orphanage. If you cannot tolerate orphanage, then don't go for 4 marriages. But if you sort of can if you can what do you call it? You can tolerate orphanage children, and children who are like have no one to take care of them, that kind of bringing children up with no strength to take it, no financial backing to take care of them, then you shouldn't you shouldn't get yourself in the situation where it will go out of hand, because if you're going to marry 10 people, let me just put it right, if you're going to marry 4 people or 3 people, you're going to have children. If you cannot deal with those children, that's the idea, then don't go and marry 4 people or 5 people, because you have those children and you can't take care of them. But if you can take care of them, you are allowed to marry 2s, 3s, 4s, probably 5 if you can. The Quran says straight here. If you go to read Surah 4, Surah 4, what do you call it? Surah 4:3. Surah 4:3. Surah 4:3. It says, "If ye fear that ye shall not be able to deal justly with the orphans, if you fear that you cannot take care of the orphans, marry women of your choice." Marry a woman of your choice. No, sorry. "If ye fear that ye shall not be able to deal justly with the orphans, marry women of your choice." Now, 2 or 3 or 4. But if ye fear that ye shall not be able to